The year was 1971. The place, the Pacific Northwest, a land of towering forests and rain-swept skies. On a cloudy November afternoon, a man calling himself Dan Cooper walked onto a Boeing 727 at Portland International Airport. He was about to become part of one of the most baffling mysteries in American history. This is the story of D.B. Cooper, the Skyjacker who vanished into thin air, leaving behind a trail of questions and captivating the imagination of the world for decades to come. Cooper's story is more than just a true crime thriller. It is a tale about the allure of the unknown, about our fascination with daring escapes and unsolved puzzles. The fact that his true identity and fate remain a mystery to this day only adds to the legend. Did he survive his daring leap from the airplane that night? Or did he become another victim of his own desperate gamble? The details of that fateful flight have been examined and re-examined countless times. Each new piece of evidence, every potential lead, only deepens the enigma. Was D.B. Cooper a cold-blooded criminal or a desperate man driven to extreme measures? Was he a skilled skydiver or a reckless gambler who rode his luck to the very end? The answers, like the man himself, remain elusive. But the questions linger, a testament to our endless fascination with the unknown. This is the story of D.B. Cooper, a story that continues to grip the imagination and remind us that sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction. Dan Cooper, as he called himself, blended in with the other passengers. He wore a dark suit and sunglasses, looking every bit the businessman. He ordered a bourbon and soda, his demeanor calm and unremarkable. But beneath the surface, a plan was in motion, a plan that would soon turn this ordinary flight into a media sensation. As the plane took off, Cooper passed a note to a flight attendant. It read simply, "I have a bomb." The note demanded $200,000 and 4 parachutes. The flight attendant, stunned, relayed the message to the cockpit. The pilot, following protocol, contacted air traffic control, and the wheels of a massive law enforcement operation were set in motion. The passengers, unaware of the drama unfolding, continued their journey as the plane circled Seattle. Cooper, calm and collected, communicated his demands. He wanted the money and parachutes delivered upon landing in Seattle. The authorities, eager to avoid bloodshed, agreed to his terms. The scene on the ground was one of controlled chaos. FBI agents scrambled to gather the ransom money while police and SWAT teams surrounded the airport. The news of the hijacking spread like wildfire, and soon the eyes of the nation were on Seattle. The stage was set for a confrontation unlike any other. With the ransom delivered and the passengers released, the plane took off again. Cooper, now alone with the crew, directed them to fly south towards Mexico. The Boeing 727, pursued by fighter jets, flew low over the dark forests of Washington state. The tension inside the cockpit was palpable. Then, somewhere over the dense wilderness near the Columbia River, it happened. Cooper, with the money strapped to his body and a parachute on his back, lowered the rear stairs of the airplane. He stepped into the night, disappearing into the darkness and the pouring rain. It was a daring escape, a leap of faith into the unknown. The pilot, stunned, wrestled to control the plane, eventually landing safely in Reno, Nevada. The authorities were left with more questions than answers. Where did Cooper go? Did he survive the jump? And who was he, really, behind the alias and the sunglasses? Section 4. In the wake of the vanishing. The disappearance of D.B. Cooper sparked one of the largest manhunts in American history. The FBI, determined to crack the case, launched a massive investigation. They interviewed hundreds of people, chased down countless leads, and scoured the vast wilderness where Cooper was believed to have landed. Despite their best efforts, the trail ran cold. The money, except for a small amount discovered years later along the Columbia River, was never found. Cooper, if he survived the jump, had vanished without a trace. The case, though still open, grew colder with each passing year. The mystery of D.B. Cooper captured the public's imagination. Theories abounded. Some believed he was a skilled skydiver who pulled off the perfect crime. Others thought he was an amateur who perished in the wilderness. The lack of concrete answers only fueled the speculation. Section 5. Faces in the crowd. The suspects. Over the years, hundreds of people have come forward claiming to be D.B. Cooper, or claiming to know his true identity. The FBI has investigated countless leads, each offering a tantalizing glimpse into the mystery, but none providing conclusive proof. One of the most credible suspects was a man named Richard McCoy. McCoy, a Vietnam veteran with parachute training, carried out a similar skyjacking just a few months after Cooper's disappearance. While McCoy was eventually apprehended and imprisoned, he always maintained his innocence in the Cooper case. Another intriguing lead pointed to a woman named Barbara Dayton. Dayton, a transgender pilot and adventurer, fit the physical description of Cooper and had a history of living on the margins of society. However, no concrete evidence linked her to the crime, and she died in 2002 without ever claiming responsibility. These are just two of the many faces that have surfaced in the decades since Cooper's disappearance. Each story, each potential lead adds a new layer to the legend. Yet the true identity of D.B. Cooper remains an enigma, a puzzle that continues to baffle and intrigue. Section 6. The legend endures. The story of D.B. Cooper has transcended the realm of true crime and entered the American cultural lexicon. The mystery has been the subject of countless books, documentaries, and even a Hollywood movie. His name has become synonymous with daring escapes and unsolved mysteries. The case has also had a lasting impact on aviation security. In the wake of the hijacking, the Federal Aviation Administration implemented new security measures, including the installation of metal detectors and the screening of passengers and luggage. Cooper's legend continues to inspire both fascination and frustration. Amateur sleuths and professional investigators alike remain captivated by the case, determined to solve the mystery that has stumped the world for so long. The lack of a definitive answer only adds to the allure, ensuring that the story of D.B. Cooper will continue to be told and retold for generations to come. Section 7. D.B. Cooper and the world today. Even now, in the age of advanced technology and sophisticated surveillance, the story of D.B. Cooper serves as a potent reminder of the limits of human knowledge and the enduring power of mystery. In a world increasingly defined by certainty and instant information, the Cooper case stands as an outlier, a testament to the unknown. The enduring fascination with D.B. Cooper speaks to something deep within the human psyche. Perhaps it is the allure of the unknown, the thrill of a good mystery, or the vicarious enjoyment of witnessing a daring escape. Whatever the reason, the story continues to resonate, a reminder that some puzzles may never be solved. The case of D.B. Cooper is more than just a cold case file. It is a cultural touchstone, a story that has captured the imagination of generations. It is a reminder that sometimes the most compelling stories are those without a neat and tidy ending. Stories that leave us with more questions than answers and invite us to ponder the mysteries that lie just beyond our grasp.